Hey guys, welcome back. So last week I posted a video of the famous Tremolo piece, Recuerdos de la Alhambra, and so many of you reached out asking to see if I would do a video talking about how I play tremolo. So here we are. This video will be in two parts. If you are a guitarist who can't play tremolo, but who wants to learn, this video is for you. And if you're a more advanced guitar player, but you want to learn how to improve your tremolo technique, next week there will be a part 2 just for you, so stay tuned. So tremolo on the guitar is like a magic trick. It creates the illusion that there are two instruments playing at the same time. And the way it works is that basically the thumb plays its own part like this, in our simple arpeggiation. And then that's going to keep on going, but then we're going to add the fingers rapidly plucking in between each thumb stroke, like this. And it creates the most beautiful, haunting, murmuring melody in the background. So to break that down further, between every thumb stroke, we have to fit in these three fingers in this order: ring, middle, index. So tremolo is when we play thumb, ring, middle, index, thumb, ring, middle, index on repeat. Now in classical guitar lingo, we give the fingers special names. This is P, I, M, and A. So Pima, Pima, whatever you want to call it. But for the rest of the video, I'll be referring to the fingers by those terms. Okay, so to learn this technique, let's start by putting all of our fingers on our right hand, except the pinky, on the first string, that's the high E string. And make sure when you do this that your thumb actually goes to the left of the fingers. So it's not inside the hand, hidden, it's to the left of the fingers from your point of view. Also, the wrist shouldn't be bent in like this. Sometimes guitarists like to rest their palm on the bridge or the wood. This is no good. We want to keep the wrist relatively straight. Some light natural bend is okay. So all four fingers on the first string, thumb to the left, straight wrist. And now we can start P, A, M, I. P, A, M, I. That's the basic tremolo technique. Okay, now once you've practiced this a bit, we can get ready for our first exercise. It's all about planting the fingers early on the string. So after you play P, the thumb, the ring finger is going to land instantly down on the string, which will stop it early. And then when we play the ring finger, the middle finger, M, is going to land early. Then the middle finger plays and the index lands early. So all the fingers land early, which stops the strings and makes it sound staccato. Staccato simply means short in Italian. So here we go, playing staccato tremolo at 60 BPM. And go. While you do this, try to keep your hands still. We don't want to play with the hand. We don't want to play with the arm. Keep the hand nice and still. And next, we can alternate that staccato exercise with a legato exercise. Legato being the opposite of staccato. If staccato means short, legato means there's no gap between the notes. They are connected, like so. That's legato. So now we can go back and forth between the two. Once staccato, once legato. Ready, go. Keep the hands still, remember. Okay, the next exercise is all about learning to control the amount of force that each finger exerts on the string. And the way we're going to do that is by practicing accenting one finger at a time. So let's turn our metronome on at 80 BPM. And we'll start by accenting P, the thumb. Ready? And P, A, M, I. P, A, M, I. This turns out to be pretty easy because the thumb is naturally louder than the fingers. But next, let's go to the A finger. So we have P, A, M, I, P, A, M, I. Next, we'll do M, M, P, A, M. Trying to be with the metronome. Okay, let's move to the index finger, I. And lastly, we're going to go for a completely even tremolo. This is surprisingly difficult. One finger inevitably wants to pop out. So spend some good time here and see if you can make them really all sound the same. Okay, so now that your tremolo is working, let's go to the next level. We want to start letting the thumb skip around between different strings while the fingers stay on the first string doing tremolo. This is what creates the illusion of two instruments playing at the same time. So what we're going to do is we'll start with all four fingers in the first string, and then one by one the thumb will jump to the second string, third string, fourth, all the way to the sixth string E, and then back up. For this, let's turn our metronomes onto 110 BPM. Ready, go. Remembering to keep your thumb to the left. Flat wrist. Okay, now let's just have some fun with this. If you just hold down a basic chord like A minor in the left hand, just leave those fingers there. And we're just going to do basically the exercise we just did, but your thumb can skip around at random. It sounds like this. It's instantly beautiful. And if you want to even go to the next level, we can add a chord progression to the left hand. Let's try A minor, D minor, E major, and we'll finish back on A minor. Here we go. Okay, last thing for the day. Let's learn a little Spanish tune called Malagueña. The whole thing is going to be played with the thumb, and it sounds like this. And that's just going to repeat. Play this until you can do it perfectly every single time, because next we're going to add tremolo between each thumb stroke. And then you can go faster. Now go spend 10 minutes a day working on these 3 exercises, just like we did today with the metronome. And in a week or so, you'll already be able to start incorporating this magical technique into your playing. And remember, if you're a more advanced player and want to go deeper, part 2 is next week. We'll be talking all about more advanced tremolo techniques. But for now, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Also, you could consider supporting my Patreon if you want to help me make more videos in the future. See you next time.